The Animus is the archetype of the masculine principle, which exists in every human being. It represents our model of man and is based in both our personal experience and our collective human experience, going back hundreds of thousands of years. The Animus is more unconscious in women pretty much by default. However, every human being has Animus, relates to Animus, and has an archetype and a concept for what man and masculine are. So everybody can benefit from doing this exercise. For men, you may wish to emphasize working with the Anima, the archetypal feminine, but you can certainly get benefit from doing this exercise. So the Animus serves as a conduit to masculine qualities, such as will, reason, assertiveness, our creative spirit. And doing this exercise is intended to help you deepen a relationship with these qualities and the archetype of the Animus more generally. So it's not about integrating the archetype per se, because the archetype stretches way beyond what you or I as an individual ego can possibly assimilate. However, it is about, as I said, deepening a relationship with this energy, becoming friends with it, making a more nourishing two-way relationship with it, releasing any aversion to qualities that are masculine, and also embracing the good side of those qualities in our own intentions and our own behavior. In improving our relationship to the masculine, this will naturally carry over into our real life experiences with men, how we perceive those relationships, how we feed back into them, and thus how we invite others to behave, and ultimately doing so to create a harmony, to create a synthesis internally and with the world, and thus being able to live with less conflict in our lives. So just beginning this exercise in the usual way, whether seated or lying down. You want to take a posture that is both alert but also relaxed. Close your eyes. Just taking a couple of deep breaths. If there are any immediate areas of discomfort, you can just rectify those early in the exercise. Just allowing the mind and body to come to a natural place of rest. No need to do anything here, really. It's actually about doing less. And as we do this and just allow the mind to settle, this will just allow us better access to unconscious content and allow it to come to the surface on its own. So for now, just keep your attention on the sensation of the breath. If at any point the mind wanders, just remind yourself to bring the attention back to the breath. And now, imagine yourself standing in a vast open plain. Just allow the scene to form naturally. Just imagine it as the place where the Animus resides. Take note of both what lies in the distance, as well as any close-up details. In the distance, a figure begins to form. This is your Animus, a symbol of your relationship to the masculine. Without trying to edit its appearance, allow it to form naturally. It might appear as a man, some kind of mythical being or creature, or any other symbol. Notice how it forms without your conscious influence. Perhaps you're surprised by what you see. In any case, there is no wrong appearance here. If it does appear as a person you know, best to ask the Animus to change form into an entirely imaginary creation. And now examine the Animus more closely. Notice its overall demeanour, perhaps any clothing, how do you feel in its presence? You're now going to start your interaction with the Animus just by introducing yourself. Just approach it as you would any other person. Be polite. Be open. And see how it responds. In the next part of your dialogue, you're going to ask the Animus a series of questions. Just state each of the following questions to the Animus and see how it responds. Its response might come in the form of words, but also actions. Ask the Animus, how is my relationship with the archetypal masculine currently? What aspects of my inner life are you here to highlight or develop? In what ways have I ignored or undervalued your influence? What fears or resistances do I have towards embracing the aspects you represent? And having asked these questions and listened to the answers, you're now going to engage in a free-form dialogue with the Animus. This is your chance to say whatever you need to say. Ask any other questions, or resolve any other areas of potential conflict. So take the next minute or two to engage in a free-form dialogue with the Animus. So, as this dialogue comes to a close, make a final gesture to the Animus of either reconciliation, where there may have been any conflict between you, or of affirmation of your relationship. See it as a token of your commitment to honour the Animus in your daily life and to continue building and maintaining your relationship with it. Again, do whatever feels right to you and pay attention to how the Animus responds. So, say goodbye to the Animus for now, thanking them for their guidance. And remember, you can always come back to this place and continue to meet with your Animus on a regular basis or anytime you need to. So just allowing the scene to fade now. And bringing your attention back to the physical space around you. Noticing any sounds or sensations. Taking a deep breath. And opening your eyes again in your own time.